Elder Rick. Glory to God. That was awesome. That was awesome. And everything that he said was true. They really know your heart when you go out there. They know that, you know, when it's time to pray and we're holding hands and we're hugging them, they can feel when you're genuine. They know it. And sometimes they stay so long with us. Today we had a young man that he was like, what about this song? You know, this song, you know, I mean, he was all the gospel songs. We had us a little party out there. I mean, they just really become comfortable with you when you are consistent. And they see you over and over again. They know that this person really cares about us and they're really here, you know, to serve. To serve. They know you. They come to expect you to be there. And I remember somebody was like, well, it's raining, y'all still going out? I'm like, they still homeless. Just because the circumstances change for you, it doesn't change for them. They're homeless when it's raining, when it's snowing, when it's cold, when it's hot. So yeah, we still going out, although it's raining. Because sometimes that's what they're looking for. They're looking forward to the third Saturday. So we can't think just because it's an inconvenience for us means that they don't still have a need. They still do have a need. And so I really appreciate the consistency and knowing that we're always going to be there to serve. Even if you can't make it, the fact that you're always there, you know, you always come out, you're always doing something towards it, it makes a difference. Amen? We don't need no in and out Christians. Come on now. All right, so now we're going to have Sister Chanuwonia / First Lady / Deaconess come up and talk about this is how we do it. All right?
This is how we do it.
Thank you all for coming out. We do appreciate you. So before I start talking about this is how we do it. I'm sorry. This is how we do it. I just want to make sure that you all, you know how much we appreciate you. The board members, we have some awesome, fantastic board members. They were out there serving with us all day today. Then they came here and set up, and they are so fantastic and so awesome. And if you all can with me, give our board members a round of applause. We love you. We really do love you. And to all of you, our friends, our donors, those who are here from Covetras, if you can stand. Covetras, we love you guys. They have been with us from day first. Before we even started going out into the parking lot next to the Greyhound, we were going to another organization, and Covetras was bringing Tremaine stuff like, you know, take this with you, share it with whoever you want to share it with. So we thank you guys. You guys really fueled us and you pushed us towards this purpose. So we thank you. And we honor everyone in this room. We thank you. Okay, so this is how we do it. It talks about loading, unloading, the setup. Now, I am not an events coordinator. And today I made a plea. I said, we need an events coordinator because I'm not doing this again. I'm not. I love y'all and I want to appreciate y'all every single year, but this almost took me out. It almost took me out. So we do have a new events coordinator. Sister Alicia. Yes. And this, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but anyone out there, if you would like to join us and coordinate events, we need you. The Lord needs you. God's people need you. Okay? We're going to sign you up later. All right? So loading and unloading is sensitive to my heart. Why? Because I don't do it. I don't do it. I'll hand Tremaine one or two things when we're out there at work. But I watch him when he's loading and unloading by himself. And it hurts my feelings because most of the stuff is way too heavy for me and I can't lift it up. So I just kind of look at him and I'll try to pick up some stuff and then I got it. And he'll take it from me. So I'm going to show a short clip after I let a couple of people come up because they have assisted him. But because of where we live, it's a, you know, it's a hard situation, and everybody can't come to our house. We're still a small organization. We don't have a location where anybody can come to. We're at our house. So it needs to be people that we know, so when they're available, but Pastor Forbes will come from wherever he lives, way out. Way out on the other side of the world, and help him. And Yancey helps when he's here once a year. You know, so we have some people that will come and help out, but it's sensitive to my heart because I look at my husband. He'll come home from work on a Friday evening, because we do it every third Saturday. So Friday evening we rent a U-Haul, and then we pick up the U-Haul after he gets home from work. He already looks like he's about to fall over, and then he has to load this truck. And I'm gonna let Yancey, you come on up first. This is our vice president. Give him a hand as he comes up, and he can talk to you about even when he loads now.
Thanks, Sean. I'd like to say everybody looks good tonight. Thank you for coming out once again. It's always a pleasure to be here and to give back to those that have helped us give. In reference to loading, I come once a year. I wish I could come more, but just helping Tremaine out, I've noticed this guy really has a good system down. When I come to help, I always wait for his instruction first of all, because he in his storage facility, he has everything boxed neat. Everything has a place. Everything's labeled. I mean, it's nice, you know. So I don't want to get in the way. All I want to do is, hey, you tell me what I need to get, and I'm gonna load it. You know, he's really made the most out of the space that he's had, and I was very impressed. You know, when I come to help, not only does he help load faster, but he maximizes the space so that he can maximize what he receives as far as donations, and to be able to store that. So. I know we already gave him a round of applause, but I want to give him another round of applause. I actually thought Chanuwonia did it, and she was like, no, Tremaine did it. I was like, oh, my bad. But yeah, it's very nice. He has a good system. So the next thing I wanted to say was just the obstacles that occur. Not only for board members, but people who volunteer and serve. You know, it's not easy. You know, every month going to set up is a lot that goes into that, and a lot of people may not realize the obstacles and the different hoops that people have to jump in order to be able to go out there and serve. You know, it's things that, you know, people may not even tell you about. You know, just getting here. You know, Elder Rick told me he had car trouble, but that didn't stop him. You know, he still made a way, and he got here, you know. But every day there's something that's going on that maybe a board member or volunteer has not voiced to anyone, you know, but they made a way to get out there, volunteer, to serve, donate, or whatever it is that they do in order to help. And so they're the real heroes, you know. We always, you know, give praise and we give thanks to the support, but we also have to take the time to realize that, you know, it's a lot that people are going through, but they don't let that get in their way in order to fulfill what they want to fulfill, because it makes them happy and gives them joy in their heart. So I'm very proud of everyone that has overcome an obstacle in order to provide some selfless service to the organization. And I know that, you know, with those people, the people that we have supporting us, that we can really have some longevity and really grow. I also wanted to tell you guys a little story about our top prize in the raffle. The top prize is a 58-inch flat screen TV. And so the story, it was a JVC. This is JVC Smart TV, and I had a friend in Houston, and he called me up and he said, hey, you know, I got a couple of brand new TVs in the box. He's like, just give me $250 for them, for each one. So I was like, okay, cool. I knew we had the Service Without Wall event coming up. So I could keep one for myself, and then I could donate the other one for the raffle. So it sounds good, right? Yeah, it makes sense, right? You know, I mean, you know, hey. Hey, what you guys want me to donate, folks? So let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I was gonna ship the TV here because I stay in Fort Worth, Texas. So I was gonna ship it here so that it'll be available at the day of the raffle. So I bought it maybe back in May, and so I asked Jermaine what the address was so I could ship it to him. So he sent me the address, and somehow I pulled up an old text message that he sent me with an address. It was his address and another address from an old friend that was helping with the event last year. But somehow I took the old address and I used that address to ship. And so when I sent the shipping stub to Chanuwonia, I said, hey, I shipped it, you know, so she could have the tracking number. She said, that's not our address. So I'm like, oh man, no, don't tell me that, you know. So it was already too late for me to call FedEx. So I was like, well, I'll call them in the morning. You know, they said it's gonna take 2 days, so we got time. So I called FedEx, and in the morning I said, hey, you know, I put the wrong address there. Can I change to the right address? So they said, well, they said, let us check it out and see where it is. They said, okay, it's in Memphis. Yeah, we can change the label on it. So I said, okay, thank you. So that was that, and I said, hey guys, they're gonna reroute it to you guys. So it was supposed to arrive on a Thursday, and Thursday came and passed, and Chanuwonia said, hey, we didn't get it. So I called FedEx, and they said, well, we delivered it Thursday, like 10 in the morning. So I was like, well, what address? And they read back the old the wrong address that I gave them. So I was like, I thought that was supposed to be changed, but they said it didn't get changed in the system. So we was like, okay. So we said, hey, can you send a driver out there to, you know, maybe go retrieve it, you know? And they did it. They didn't send the driver, and we waited a couple more days, and they still didn't send a driver. So I went ahead and filed a claim for it. But the thing is, when I filed the claim, I only could put on there what I declared when I shipped it, and I wasn't thinking when I shipped it, I just put how much I paid for it, $250. I wasn't expecting to get lost or anything like that. So when I told them that the value of it was really $500, they would say, well, you declared $250, so we only can give you what you declared. So I was like, oh man, you know. So I was like, hey, I really please go get the TV back, because I have this. This is supposed to be a raffle item for a nonprofit, you know. So I'm in the bind here. But so they said, well, we'll see what we can do. And obviously, still they said no. We only can give you the declared value. But funny thing is, I never opened my TV, my personal TV, and you know, I thought about it. So I called Chanuwonia. I said, "Hey, it don't look like we're going to be able to retrieve this TV, and they're only going to give me what I paid for. So that won't be enough to actually go to the store and replace the TV." So, but I told her, I was like, "Hey, I still got my TV. It's still in the box. I don't know why I didn't open the box and set it up at home, but I guess, you know, God knew. You know, they say He work in mysterious ways. You know, who holds a 58-inch flat screen TV in their garage for 2-3 weeks and don't even put it up? You know, I still don't know why I did. I'm normally good about, you know, when I get something for myself, I'm opening it and using it right away. You know, but I didn't know at the time that, you know, the TV. When I bought those two TVs, that one of them wasn't really for me. That one was actually a replacement, so that we can the show can continue here, and so we can have a lucky winner to win that TV.
Amen.
So you know, I was a little upset about it. You know, so when I came down here, I flew in yesterday. I actually went to the house, because the house that is. So the house that we shipped it to, the guy that we knew that stayed there doesn't stay there anymore. So there's a new resident there, and we did get a person from FedEx to go there to try to retrieve it, and they said that the person was hostile, and so they threw their hands up. He said he didn't receive a TV. Don't come around here, and you know, and that was that. So me hearing that, you know. I don't like nothing being taken from me, you know. So it was on my heart, you know. I was told to let it go. Hey, don't worry about it, you know. Just forget about it. You know, maybe that person hard up or whatever, but it wasn't sitting on me right. So on the plane ride here, I'm just thinking about the TV, and you know, I'm staying with a cousin here. And I was supposed to go help Tremaine load the truck up that night, as soon as the night that I got in. But all that was on my mind was that TV. You know? I was like, you know what? I'm going here first. I got my rental car. I drove over there. I knocked on the door, and he came to the door kind of hostile. He had an irritated tone. He's like, who is it? You know, I was like, this Yancey. Who? And he wouldn't even open the door at first. You know, so I was like, it's Yancey. He's like, so he came to the door. What you need? I was like, hey, I shipped the TV here by mistake. And he was like, you the third person came over here looking for this TV. I ain't got no TV, you know? And I said, that's fine. I was like, I gotta come see for myself, you know? So I was like, I came a very long way. And, you know, I just wanted to see if there was any resolution, because we have an event, and I just wanted to see if we were able to retrieve it or not. And so he was like, I don't have it. He said, matter of fact, I got a paper in here where it shows where FedEx actually came and came and no one was here, and they left a note saying, come to the office and come pick it up. So he called his wife and said, hey, could you go get the paper? He said, I would have gave it to the FedEx people when they came, but he said, I thought I threw it away, but after they left, I ended up finding it. So she brought him the paper, and it was a stub. It had the FedEx stamp on it. It said they came on the 8th, come back after 6, and pick it up from the facility. And so after that, I knew he was clear. You know, I was like, you know, so I kind of, you know, backed up off him a little bit. You know, we ended up talking for about 10, 15 minutes. He gave me a story about, you know, when he was taken for some money, and so he was kind of basically letting me know he knew how it felt, and that, you know, he said he can afford a TV. If he needed a TV, he can go get it. He wouldn't do that. So, you know, I took him for his word, and then I went to Tremaine's house to help him pack, and I told him the story, and, you know, I said, you know what, I'm done with it now. You know, I was ready to charge this guy up, you know, and but, you know, it turns out that, you know, we don't know who has it, but, you know, I don't want that on my spirit anymore. You know, I don't want that to cause any negative energy. We have a replacement, so the show is still gonna go on. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, to just let you know how God works, you know, and we might not know what's happening at the time, and then until some events take place. But now I know, you know, hey, it was all already taken care of. You know, God already gave me the insurance to replace the TV when I bought it. I just didn't know it was insurance. I thought it was mine. So with that said, I'll give the mic back to the host.